This week, PPD and Mrcz are both in the studio to join me for some epic professional Dota 2 conversation. I can't wait to deep dive into the minds of these pros and find out what this game is really all about. It's DotP Guild Chat, episode 13 with Mrcz. As always, here we go. All right, well, it looks like PPD and Mrcz will not be able to join us today. That kind of happened unexpectedly, so it looks like I am going to have to do this by myself. Considering I've been playing nothing but Smite lately, I feel like I'm kind of bamboozling you, but ladies and gentlemen, it is time for getting to know Mrcz. All right, guys. Welcome to Getting to Know Mrcz, one of those weird episodes where you talk about yourself for a period of time that seems like an eternity, in an attempt to put an episode together when you are scrapped for time and energy. A little backstory on what's been going on with me lately. I recently got moved to a new store. You'll know what that means later on when I tell you what I do, but I have been re-merchandising the store, and that has required me to work some insane overnight hours. I've been sleeping very little, and I've been working through the night, so my Dota time has been completely erased, and my ability to record a podcast has been pinched down to the fact that I'm now doing this on my lunch break the day that it is supposed to be in your hands, and for that I apologize. That is 100% on me. I should have I don't know how I could have avoided what happened at work, but I apologize to everybody out there for that. That one's on Mrcz, and I will make sure to stay a step ahead of the game to avoid that from happening to you guys in the future. That being said, I appreciate the recommendations for other podcasts for people to listen to. One of the awesome things about DotP is it's a community that has extended beyond the game of Dota into some actual camaraderie and friendship among the guild members, and that is why I love this place so much, and that is why I refuse to leave. You guys can't get rid of me if you wanted to. Smite tried to take me away and cannot make that happen. Although Smite's pretty fun, you guys check it out. But I am officially back. It's Dota time. Let's talk Dota. Let's talk Mrcz. Without further ado, how about my state of affairs? Like I said, I got bit by the Smite bug. I've been playing that game and have not had any time in my life. So my state of affairs hasn't changed too much from the last guild chat. On my solo, I'm at 1718, and on my party, I'm at 1665. What has changed, though, ladies and gentlemen, is the guild state of affairs. Thank you very much, officers, for going out there and finding those .p people that you know are looking to be a part of the guild. I think that I actually added one myself this week, although I was not playing. I was contacted by somebody that is a fan of the show and was looking to get in the guild. I got them their invite, and when I sent their invite, they already had an invitation pending. So good on you guys for getting out there, getting those invitations out, getting those people invited. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for helping DotP grow. If you're not sure what DotP is, hello. What are you doing to listen to this podcast? DotP is Defense of the Patients. It is the podcast that was started by Roland Cyphus and originally Wazoo back in the old days, well over 50 episodes ago now. When they started playing the game of Dota and started falling in love with it, they started a podcast about it. They wanted to talk about it as they grew with the game, and out of that initiative spawned the DotP community. That's all of you guys who have become a part of this organization or this umbrella, this group of people, through contact of friends, by being a fan of the show. Maybe you've played with an officer in the game and got an invitation in. However you've got here, you are now a part of Defense of the Patients, and we welcome every single one of you, all 315. That's right, 315 people. We are 35 people away from the 350 guild member giveaway, which is going to be epic. I spend time looking at my bundles page. I set a bundle filter in Dota 2. If you guys haven't done that yet, you can edit your filters for your items. So, a lot of times you sort by rarity, or you want to see just your sets for a certain hero. You can also set a bundle filter, which will allow you to filter out all of your other items and keep just your bundles. And that is a nice and easy way for you to know. And so I've been looking at my bundle page, and it is looking like I'm ready to give them away. So let's get out there, officers. You know what to do. Find the 35 people that we need to hit 350. Bring them in. Let them know what we're all about. Get them the Mumble info. Get them the boards info. Let them know where to find the podcast. Ask them to leave a review so we can get those 5 stars. And let's hit 350 and let's continue to grow. DotP is awesome. I love it. The only reason that you're listening to me right now is because of DotP. And quite frankly, the only reason that I continue to be such an active part of the community is because of all of you guys that I consider my friends. Going and playing Smite by myself was really weird for a really long time. I know Nomalos has been over there playing. Joy Thief popped over. Soviet popped over. Nameless popped over. A lot of you guys popped over and played a game with me, which was really cool. But it's not DotP. I'm in the toxic environment that I got away from when I became a part of DotP. In Smite, I'm getting told all the time to go fuck myself. Why am I playing this game? Who the fuck are you? I'm being told that I'm the wrong hero in the wrong position all the time because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It is very, very much not what I have come to appreciate about Defense of the Patience, and one of the big reasons why I'm making sure that everybody knows that I'm committed to not going anywhere. This game is awesome, but I think even transcending the game is the community that's built up around Defense of the Patients. You guys are awesome, and you are the reason why I hang around. But enough about you. Talk about me. This episode is getting to know Mrcz, so I'm going to deep dive into my life a little bit. I was born in Northern California approximately 32 years ago. I'm a Northern California resident, born and raised. I've been here my whole life. As a kid, you're constantly running around thinking, there's nothing to do in this fucking town. This place is boring. Fuck this shit. I'm going to get out of here. As an adult, I really appreciate the area that I live in, the community that I'm a part of, and really everything that I have access to around me, from, the great outdoors to the big city. Sacramento is approximately 2 hours away from where I'm at. So if I wanted to hit Sacramento, I could do that. If I want to go skiing, hit the mountains, I can do that. That's an hour away. We've got the ocean 4 hours away, and I've got Las Vegas, another 4 hours away in another direction. So I'm surrounded by good things. This is a good spot to be. And if any of you guys are in the area, feel free to hit me up. I'd love to hang out with the DotP crew live and in action. I'll show you all my secret spots where I keep all my cool hidden Dota figurines. But yeah, been living here my whole life, been growing up, doing my thing. 32 years old now, so just crossed the 30-year-old mark. A lot of DotP people out there are younger, some older, but we've got a great demographic of players out there. Another reason I think we get along all the time is that we are of similar. A lot of people are in similar points in their lives. A lot of us have kids. A lot of us are married, dealing with fiancés and significant others and relationships. So all those things that are going on in our lives, you've got somebody in your guild that you can relate to. 32 years old man in the Dota scene. I've been married for 12 years. Married my high school sweetheart shortly after I impregnated her. We have 3 children. And my children are 12, 7, and 3. And my 3-year-old is turning 4 on the 4th of July, and he's a little badass. 2 girls and a boy, one son, and done. I apologize for that noise. That was me almost falling over. But 1 son and done. I'm done with the kids. I have my nice little family unit, and we're going to just trudge along through life. Be happy about it. What I do for a living is I manage a grocery store. So I'm a grocery store manager. I work for a large company, major grocery chain, and I run a busy store in my town. Work with a team of managers and department managers in running that store. It's very exciting, very gratifying. If any of you know me, you know how much I love to interact with people and how much fun I have having conversations with people. So being in a retail environment or in a service-oriented environment where I get to interact with people all the time on a regular basis is very exciting. So I appreciate that aspect of it. At the same time, it's very challenging. It's a business, so we're there to make money, and if we're not making money, we're not doing things right. So that aspect of it requires a lot of planning and preparation, organization, things like that. Skills that I don't necessarily say that I'm strong at, but have sufficiently come to a point where I can say that I can, whatever. My company thinks I can do it, so I should have a little more confidence in myself. Apparently, I do a good job. So I run a store. We make a lot of money. We do a lot of good things. We push a lot of people through in careers. I'm very big on training and developing future managers. So I'm at a store where if people are looking to move up in their career, our district manager will send them to my store, and I will work with them and get them to a place where I feel that they are ready to take the next step, and then send them off to be promoted and hopefully run stores of their own someday. And that is, quite frankly, the most gratifying thing that I do. I would love to continue to develop into a more teaching and coaching oriented position as opposed to the day-to-day operations of the store. It's just something that lines up with my passion and how I feel about other human beings on this planet much more accurately than some of the accounting and the busy work that's associated with what I do. But yeah, so I've got that going on, and that's been really great. I'm what I like to call a forever student, in that I will probably be going to school forever. I constantly am taking college classes, sometimes related to my field, retail management or business studies, and sometimes more along my interests, like a Photoshop class or things like that. Most importantly is what I'm doing is deferring my student loans, because when I was a young man, I made some very, very stupid decisions and paid for an expensive online college strictly through student loans. They were very, very happy to get me signed up and get all the money and then send me all the extra money. And I was a young man that was just like getting checks for thousands of dollars going, this was fucking awesome. Until I find out that I am in debt and somebody wants that money back. Fuck that. So I'm going to school forever. I will defer my loans until I can wipe those debts out in a single swipe, and I can't wait for that to happen. But until then, I'll be taking classes. Super fun, super exciting. My wife stays home, takes care of my kids. We're very lucky to be able to do that. It's one of the reasons why I'm able to be successful at work is she mans the house and I man the store, and together we are an unstoppable force. It hasn't always been easy being married for 12 years. And for those of you that have been in relationships and are married, you can definitely attest to that. In my early 20s, I got mixed up in some very serious drugs. I was a crystal methamphetamine addict. I spent about 2 years tweaking everything that you've seen in the movies or whatever mental picture you have of a tweaker. I was probably pretty close to that person. I'm not missing any teeth. I have no scabs. I'm fat now, but it was not that bad. But I was definitely making bad decisions and not sleeping very often, and to the destruction of my family. I lost my wife and kids. They moved away. They told me they couldn't be with me anymore, and they moved in with her mother, and I started on a path to fixing that. I quit the drugs and became involved with the company that I'm involved with now, started moving up in my career, and contacted them and said it's time to come back home, and they very readily did so, and we've been happily ever after ever since. For those of you out there that have known me and might not have known that part about me, it is a pretty surprising thing to find out. Don't worry, it's okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you are struggling with or suffering with addiction yourself and would like to have a conversation about it, please reach out to me. I have survived what I would say is one of the worst drugs out there. Very difficult. I've known many people to become tweakers. I do not know many who have stopped being tweakers, and it's really unfortunate and really sad to see, but at the same time, it's nothing that you can't kick if it's something that you're dealing with. So a little side note, if that's something that, if I struck a note or a chord close to home and it's something you want to talk about it, let's fucking talk about it, guys. Reach out. That's what DotP is all about. I'm here for you, just like all of you are here for me. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help out with that. So yeah, just trudging along, just doing my thing. Got involved in Dota, say shortly after TI3, I believe it was, the green TI. I believe when I first started playing Dota, the blog update was and all this craziness around that series of matches, and I don't know who it was, Alliance and somebody. It was just this very intense battle, and it was just epic. And I remember reading all of that and going like, holy shit, I didn't even know this existed, let alone, how to play the game or anything of that nature. So I started exploring that, and really fell in love with the game of Dota. I had tried it during the beta. I had gotten access and logged in and was kind of like, what the fuck is this? It's fucking weird. Like, I don't really know about this, and never thought about it again. And getting back into it, I decided, I'm gonna give this a shot. Like, I started reading more and more articles about it. I follow video. I'm a big gamer, so I see all the stuff that comes up around League of Legends, Dota, all those games. All games in general. I'm a fan of. If you'd like to hit me up on any of those, let's play. I'm Mrcz anywhere you can find me. Fucking hit me up. Let's play some games. But when I found Dota and decided to stick to it, man, something changed. That is a good game. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy the depth. I enjoy the layers to it. There is a way to feel good about playing Dota no matter what skill level you're at. When you're a very early player, just understanding relationships between abilities is a good feeling moment. Noticing that, one ability complements another ability within the same hero. Like, oh, I used this to set up that. That moment is why we play this game. Those moments are why we play this game. Those realizations of relationships and then executing on them successfully, I feel creates the emotions inside of us that really drives us to continue playing. And Dota is so layered with these revelations that, the first 6 months of playing, your mind is just constantly blowing up because you're turning every corner and you're finding out that, oh, you can purchase this at the secret shop. Holy shit, I didn't know that. Now you can get your mana boots that much faster. You're learning about the rules of Roshan and the timing of pulls and the fact that you can stack camps and what that benefit even means for your carry. Like, these are all things that you can have fun with playing Dota and never scratch the surface of. But then when you do, you realize, like, oh my God, there's more to this. So you dig a little deeper. And the deeper you dig, the more you find. I don't know if there's an end to the infinite depth of Dota. I know that I haven't found it yet. I'm nowhere near it. I'm still in the feeding realm of Dota, where I feel like I understand the game. I feel like I understand the mechanics. I still don't make very good decisions, and I'm not very forward thinking. The guild members like Ursinity and Fafnir and Mr. Blue do a really good job of articulating why you should do certain things and why you should not do certain things. I'm a player that basically sucks. If any of you played with me, like, I'm probably gonna hurt your team more often than help it, which is a bummer, but a reality. But playing with those guys and having them sit, and I stick to builds, right? I pick the build that has the most votes, and I pretty much stick to it. I've gotten to the point now where I'm going like, okay, there's a Phantom Assassin, I need an MKB, and kind of thinking outside the box in terms of those things, which, again, another layer. But just sticking to the builds, like, I'll buy something, and then Ursinity pops up and goes, bro, 40-minute Battle Fury, like, you're past the point of that being an item that is going to do you any good. In my mind, it's the second item on my build. I had just finished my boots, so now I need to build my Battle Fury, and I will spend the rest of the game trying to build that Battle Fury if that's what it takes me. And for him to explain that you're not going to get the farm that you need this late in the game, that's to push you to a certain point by a certain time for you to be efficient against the enemy. If you miss that time window, don't get the Battle Fury, get the BKB instead. To get that sort of explanation really shows you, like, oh my God, there's a lot to this. There's layers to that. And thankfully, DotP is saturated with those members. We've got them coming out of our ears. Coaching sessions have spawned up. I've got one coaching session in with Mr. Blue. I've got to get another one in with Garlic. Kimbrel and I are going to do an A to Z alphabetical challenge. Ursinity is constantly talking about the topics of this show, what's coming up on the show, what's been going on the show, any conversation that they're having regarding heroes and abilities, he will pipe in with his opinion, and he's very, very insightful. We've got a very, very knowledgeable guild. We've got a lot of good members that are willing to share that. And when it comes to Dota, that's an invaluable resource. If you're a new player listening to this podcast right now and you have not joined DotP, I highly recommend it. There are players that are in that guild right now that will teach you how to play. They will spend their time coaching you and giving you insight and giving you tips on how to be a better player. And there's people that charge for that. So the fact that we've rounded up, that we have attracted, that we have become morphed into this group of individuals is something that I'm really proud to be a part of. So anyways, I guess I want to wrap this up with letting you guys know that I haven't been there for a week. I haven't played Dota for about a week. I've been working, been playing Smite, but I'm not gone and I'm not going anywhere. And I hope if you guys will have me. I cannot wait to get back into this game and get back into this guild and help hit 350 and all that good stuff. I feel like I've been missing out on a lot, and I'm ready to jump back in. So with that, let's wrap it up. It's been getting to know Easy Mrcz. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. I hope you found it valuable and insightful and learned a little bit more about the dude that is constantly trying to say good and positive things about you and this game and the thing that we all love together. I will continue to do so if you guys continue to come hang out. So thank you all for being a part of Defense of the Patience. Thank you to Roland and Cyphus. Those guys are fucking badass. If you haven't played a game with them or hit them up, hit them up. They're a couple of really good dudes doing really good things for the Dota community. .p is the place to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I appreciate it. I apologize for the late cast. I apologize to my community co-hosts that I had to cancel on because I was not able to get home in time. Do not worry. We will be back with a regular episode next week. I've got Captain Silver Fox and Panda lined up for community co-host spots. Can't wait to get them on. Remember, that's a guild show all about you. So if you would like to be a part of DotP Guild Chat, hit me up. Let's get you on the show. There's no reason why any of you cannot come join me for an episode. Can't wait to talk to you soon. Thank you again. Peace.